Alright, we're going to demonstrate how these BassTEK Jig Slings work. It's really kind of a nifty accessory for jigs. So you can see these come in a 5-pack. And so it's a pretty simple little piece of plastic. But it does some great things for your jig fishing. You can use this on pretty much any jig. So here we have a BassTEK tungsten finesse flip jig, half-ounce football jig, and then we also have some of our unskirted football jigs. So might be easiest to see. This is a half-ounce tungsten flipping jig, and the way these work is there's kind of the big loop in the center, and then a small hole kind of in the ring, and that's where your hook is going to go through, and then this extra hole is really for an optional rattle holder. So all you do is you slip it up on the hook through that small hole, and then you can, depending on the jig, you can actually stop it right there and thread your bait on, or you can push it up over any kind of barb or keeper there is, and it'll really lock it in place like that. And then you pick any of your favorite trailers. We'll use a lot of times I like to use a what's left of my beavers on a jig, so you thread that up on your jig like that, and then you pull this big loop over your hook. And what that does, it really locks your bait on there. So if you're getting short strikes or fish pulling on the back of your bait or skipping it or yanking it out of weeds, it really holds your bait on there. And you don't lose trailers, you don't go through as many trailers, you don't wreck your trailers, so it keeps you more efficient, more casts, more in the water, and you go through less trailers. So it's actually a cost saving. So we can put one of these package there on the finesse jig. Show you what that looks like here. So again, you would, on a skirted jig, you would just kind of fan back your skirt, grab one of these, put it through that smallest hole, and these will work on any jigs. You can see there, we're just going to slide it right up past this barb, and our jigs were kind of designed to be able to use these, and we put this extra slot in there with this barb on there that will work as a bait keeper on itself, but even works even better when Alright, so here we'll use a kind of a baby money craw. We'll thread that right up on there. We'll pull this down around the bait. You can see, locked on there. Ain't going anywhere. Or, hey, it works great with the football jig as well. So. And it also helps, these have pretty aggressive skirt collars on them, but it'll also help hold your skirts up if you ever have problems with some jigs with the skirts falling down on you. This extra piece will keep it on there. And then, so even with a regular chunk, if you like to thread them up on there and have a nice compact profile instead of having them, hang down, and then just pull that big tab on there, and there you got a nice compact chunk on there that you can really pull on quite aggressively, and you'll usually lose your arms or the claws of your trailer before you lose it. So yeah, check them out, the BassTEK Jig Slings. You can find them at tungstenjigs.com.